want to speak on the topic, your two no-go areas. In other words, the two areas you must not go if you are to succeed in this life and in the life to come. And I'm taking the text of my message from the book of Daniel, from verse 1 to the last verse. But I'll just handpick about 2 verses because of time. Many thousands of years ago, because of the consistency of the house of Judah in sin, God handed them over to the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, that hidden wicked king, who carried away to Babylon 8,000 young men, able-bodied men. 8 years after he came back, he carried another over 100,000 men. Then the 11th year after, he came back and pulled down the temple of Solomon. What a sad story. God handed over everything to him. But it wasn't very long when they arrived at Babylon. I didn't really make a deep study before I come to preach. How many years after? The king thought within himself, because he observed these Hebrew young able-bodied men, that they were very intelligent. And he needed people like that in his kingdom. And he devised a method that his officers should go and scout for able-bodied men, number one, that are so handsome, intelligent, adequate, presentable, so that they can teach them 3 things. Listen. What are those things? The education of Babylon, the language of Babylon, and the culture of Babylon. And when he is able to do this, he has brought all these Hebrews up forever and ever, because teaching them the culture of Babylon is of the fact that they will forget the God of Hebrew. They will adapt to the culture of Babylon, which means that they will directly or indirectly become an idol worshiper. Number 2, they are to be taught about the education of Babylon, which means that everything they have learned in the Torah, the 110 bylaws and the 10 commandments, will be faded away from their faculty of reasoning. They will never remember God anymore. Number 3, the culture, they will be taught in the language of the Babylon, which means that their own language will be indirectly erased from their mouth, and they will never remember their language anymore. Perpetually, they will remain a slave. And his device to really achieve this is to make sure that they were being given his own kind of food, the kind of food which he himself eats, and the drink which he drinks. Imagine what Nebuchadnezzar will be eating and what he will be drinking. And what was that? A king whose kingdom spanned from India to Ethiopia in Africa here. You can see the quality of the drinks. If that should happen to anybody, it's worth you going before the altar and give testimony that you have finally arrived. That now on, you will no longer be eating as a slave, but you are eating the same food like the king Nebuchadnezzar, and the same drink like King Nebuchadnezzar. I know some would have told their family member that, as you see me, by the time I finish my course, you will not remember me again because I would have changed.